Hey there, it's me from the channel. It's finally time to share the brand new delicious animated quest with you all. And today's episode is called The Sandwich Who Wanted Adventure. Sammy the sandwich was tired of the same old lunchbox routine. Every day it was the same thing. He'd get packed into his lunch bag with the same old boring stuff. Carrot sticks, an apple, a yogurt, and a cookie. Then he did get dropped off at the same old table at Benny S. Bistro and wait patiently for Benny to take him out of the bag and devour him in one bite. Sure, that was fine and all, but Sammy had dreams. Sammy dreamed of rolling down hills and splashing in puddles, playing hide and seek with butterflies and floating along on clouds. But how could he do any of those things if he was stuck in a lunchbox? One day, while sitting on the shelf in the lunchbox, Sammy made a plan. He told himself, when Benny gets me out of this lunchbox, I'm not gonna wait around for him to eat me. Instead, I'm gonna jump right out of his hand and start my very own adventure. And that's exactly what Sammy did. The moment Benny opened the lunchbox, Sammy jumped out and landed on the ground with a soft thud. He looked around. Wow, it was so much bigger outside the lunchbox. Sammy had never seen so much grass, so many trees, or a cloud that wasn't shaped like a piece of cheese. As long as Benny didn't see him, Sammy would be fine. But then a little girl with pigtails picked up the lunchbox and walked away. Oh, what if she went to tell Benny that he'd lost a sandwich? Quickly, Sammy rolled under a bush just as Benny came running over, all out of breath. "Ha ha! You don't see me, Benny," Sammy whispered to himself. "I'm free." And as soon as Benny stopped looking, Sammy rolled out from under the bush and continued on his exciting adventure. He rolled past a family of ducks swimming in a nearby pond, over a hopping squirrel, under a park bench where some kids were playing checkers, and finally to a huge grassy hill. "This is perfect," Sammy said. "I can finally roll down a hill like I've always wanted." He started to roll, but then, oof, he ran into a beehive and a bunch of angry bees started chasing him. Yikes, this adventure thing is way harder than it looks. Sammy yelled as he tried to escape the stinging bees. They chased him all the way to the pond where the ducks were swimming. One of the ducks let out a loud quack and the bees stopped chasing Sammy. Maybe they couldn't sting him because he was already covered in mustard, Sammy thought. Just then, a friendly frog hopped onto his bread. "Hey there, Sammy the sandwich. You look delicious. I bet I could gobble you up in one gulp." "Oh, hi there, Mr. Frog," Sammy replied. "Would you mind helping me escape these bees?" "Of course not. In fact, I'll help you out with your adventure, too," the frog said. Sammy was so relieved to have made a friend. Finally, someone who wanted to play with him instead of eating him. Together, Sammy and the frog explored the great outdoors. They raced the ducks across the pond and splashed around in the water. Sammy even made a wish on a dandelion. Then it was time to head back. Sammy realized he didn't want to be a wild sandwich anymore. He missed his cozy lunchbox and his friend Benny. But first, they needed to stop by the treehouse where the frog lived. On the way, they met a chatty bluebird who wanted to know all about Sammy's adventures. After the bluebird flew away, Sammy and the frog arrived at the treehouse. "Thank you for helping me on my adventure," Sammy said. "You're welcome, but why are you leaving the lunchbox? A sandwich belongs on a plate, not in the wild," the frog said. "Well, I wanted to see what was outside the lunchbox, and now I know there's so much more to see, do, and experience in the world. But I also know I belong with Benny, Sammy said. Benny takes such good care of me, and I get to go on fun adventures with him, too. Like last week we went on a picnic. It was so fun. We sat under a big oak tree, and I got to hang out with all my favorite foods. The frog smiled. It sounds like you're very lucky to have such a nice place to call home. I think I could get used to living in the wild after all, the frog said. You know, I've never tried a sandwich before. What does a sandwich taste like? Sammy gulped. Well, I guess I could let you take a little nibble, though, really? You do that? That would be delicious. The frog opened his mouth wide, but suddenly a sneaky raccoon peeked his head inside. Excuse me, Frog, but that sandwich looks absolutely scrumptious. Mind if I gobble it up instead? No way, Mr. Raccoon, the frog snapped. I called dibs first. Oh, no, you didn't. You found it first, so you only get a nibble. The raccoon grabbed Sammy and took a giant bite out of him. Sammy screamed as he got smaller and smaller. Don't eat my friend, Mr. Raccoon. Please leave a little bit for me. The raccoon looked at the frog and smiled. Well, you're certainly a polite little raccoon. You can have a nibble too. Oh, shucks, Sammy said. I guess I won't mind being eaten after all. Wait, what's that? A voice boomed from above. That sounds like Benny. Quick, Mr. Raccoon, hide me in your fur. Sammy yelled. Okay, but it's gonna smell, pretty stinky in here, Mr. Raccoon warned. It's okay, Sammy said. Anything to avoid getting eaten by a raccoon, a frog, and a hungry kid. Ha ha, I got you, Sammy the sandwich. Benny laughed as he pulled the raccoon away. You almost got me, Benny, Sammy replied, sticking his nose out of the raccoon's fur. Why are you in Mr. Raccoon's fur? Benny asked. I was just hiding, Sammy lied. Well, come on, little buddy, it's lunchtime. Time for you to come home. Benny picked up the raccoon and walked away. Sammy sighed. It's nice to be home, he admitted. But next time, he decided he was going to escape through the window instead. Then something strange happened. The raccoon wiggled his nose and suddenly transformed into a handsome prince. Sammy gasped, Wait a minute, you're not a raccoon, you're a prince. That's right, this is me, Prince Reginald I. And you, Sammy, are the key to breaking the curse on my kingdom. What? How? Sammy asked. See, when I was a baby, my mom dressed me up as a raccoon and sent me off to the annual Furry Friends Festival. I had so much fun running around and making friends that I didn't notice the evil fairy until it was too late. She cast a spell on me, turning me into a raccoon forever. Unless a sandwich willingly gives itself up to be eaten by a raccoon, Prince Reginald explained. Well, that's not happening, Sammy said. I'm sorry, Prince Reginald, but I am a sandwich meant to be eaten. And besides, aren't you just a little bit hungry? Well, actually, I am, Prince Reginald admitted. Gobble, gobble. That was the best sandwich I've ever tasted. Thank you, Sammy. Now that you've given up your life for my kingdom, I must kiss you. Hello? Is anyone there? Prince Reginald leaned in and kissed Sammy square on the lips. Suddenly, Sammy felt a magical tingling sensation. He looked down and saw his bread had turned into a crown. What does this mean? Sammy asked, It means you're a sandwich no longer, Prince Reginald said with a smile. From this day forward, you shall be known as Sammy the Crown. Sammy the Crown! Yeah, that doesn't really roll off the tongue, Sammy said. Well, what should I be called then? My loyal and delicious companion? How about Sammy the Brave? That's better. Sammy the Brave. So it's true, the greatest heroes really are made of meat, veggies, and cheese. Ha, you got that one right, Prince Reginald said. Sammy the Brave and Prince Reginald the First became best friends and ruled the kingdom together for many years. And that's the end of today's delicious animated quest. I hope you enjoyed this sandwich cartoon for kids. If you did, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more funny food stories. We've got all sorts of animated snack adventures waiting for you, like Scampering Sausage, Larry the Lollipop's Big Decision, and Kayla Ketchup's Great Escape. Plus, we've got two awesome shorts for you to watch right now. Click here to watch Sammy the Sandwich Learns a Lesson, or click here to watch Lunchbox Buddies. I'll see you next time. Bye.